Hey guys, welcome to Wicked Misfit's Last Ride.
So,
I'm gonna
you
play
can
a little
cast a
bit
few
of
spells.
Skyrim.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
So, I've been looking over my videos on the channel and everything, and the 19 subs that I got because I had 20, and somebody unsubbed. All right, there's only 3 that support the channel. I know there's a lot of you others that just view the content just to see what's going on. I'm gonna put it like this, point blank. If you're not gonna support the channel, then leave. I don't have time to sit here and think that I'm getting all this support, and the 3 people that I am getting the support from, I thank you for that. You know exactly who you are. But to the rest of you, if you're not going to support this channel fully, and you're not going to give it a like, you're not going to do this, and you're not going to do that, then please leave. Because I'm not going to have the wasted space sitting there, and when I could be getting other people to support the channel, like, people that like this kind of content. If you don't like this content, then leave. If you're not into games, please leave. You're not hurting my feelings at all. So, I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. Since a lot of you, except for my 3 that view and their hands are not broken and they hit that thumbs up, if your hands are broken, then leave. That's all I gotta say about that. I told you people, I'm not playing with this channel.
Sky. Sky above, voice within.
If you're not gonna support it, goodbye. Good riddance. Nice knowing you. It's been fun.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? Yes. For matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with. If you wish to stand alone, so be it. If you wish for our help, you will answer my question. Where did you learn of a shout used to defeat Alduin? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from it? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Excuse me, hold on a minute.
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Dragonborn, forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Core. I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear?
You can do that now.
skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Dang it. I hate those stupid things.
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my doom. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak? I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Alduin Comate Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with Firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? The word calls you. Go to it. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the dope. You have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? You have not answered my question. Why do you need to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all.
Eat your crackers.
Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los Trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
Hey, Metal, what's up, buddy?
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Vaucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated.
About to do your choo-choo thing. That's awesome.
Yes and no. Viknus Nikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin. But this was not enough.
Yeah, I got on here with a little bit of a rant.
It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift.
Everyone except
currents
3
of
people
time.
support the channel. Well, 3 people only are supporting the channel, and the other ones are just kind of sitting there, being a number.
Not
I'm not for that,
Some
so I
hoped he
pretty
would be
much told
gone
the other
forever,
ones if they're not going to
forever
support the
lost.
channel, then
May
dip out, you know. Move
I
on.
knew better.
It's you and my wife and
Amativ.
Raven
Time
that actually
froze
support the
ever
channel.
onward. One day he would
I got
surface.
19 subs on here, and
Which is why I have lived here.
You're the only
for
3 that
thousands of mortal years.
really got my back
I
on
have
this.
waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
yeah, definitely.
Tid Krent. Time was
Nothing like good old button mashing.
shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran,
Ditto.
the time
Sit down and eat your crackers.
with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast
I figured
yourself
I'd get on a
back
live stream
to the
while
other end of the
a little
break.
bit to sleep and then got the other one set.
You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
And you know, it's like I told people when I first started this new channel, even on the old channel I was gaming. You know, even if you just want to come in and you know, shoot the shit with me, you know. It's just something for me to do so I can connect with people, because I'm not live streaming face cam and stuff like that anymore, so you know, it is what it is.
Croesus, no.
If other
I know
people are just
little
going
of
to
what
sit there
has
and not
passed
support the
below
channel,
in the long
then
years I have lived here.
dip out, you know.
are likely better informed than I.
Don't sit there and make me think that you're supporting the channel.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
You know, I don't want to treat people as a number.
Drem Yolok, greeting. Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then,
Alright, Metal.
Kele Vomindok.
Be safe out there, man.
Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will
Merry
know
Christmas to you too.
Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Vomindok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihon. They would not listen. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin Stur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us, ni Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Sum Ark Mora.
So we will go to this little spot.
It's good to see you again. Do you need anything, my love? We've made a bit of gold. Here, love. This is your share.
Nice.
I'm right behind you.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
So, this is my little shindig. A little house that I built. Got my bee's nest over here. Nice little view.
Honor to you, my Thane.
Got my cow. And my 2 chickens. Got my horse up here. Pretty nice. So got my bard sitting there playing some music. My kitchen. A little sitting room. Wait a minute, do I have... Cool. my trophy room. I don't have it fully done yet. Go up here. People will notice this outfit, which is Ulfr Stormcloak's
We drink
outfit.
to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age of aggression
beat him. I
is
took
just
the Imperial
about
side because I
done.
wanted to see. Because I've never done it,
We'll
so I
drive
wanted to
out the
see what
storm
it was
cloaks
about.
and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back
I got
our
a bed over
home.
here. My
Down
steward
with
is
Ulfric,
actually
the killer of kings.
decorating
On the
my
day
house
of
very
your death,
slowly,
we will
but it's
drink
being
and
decorated.
we'll
So. I made her mad earlier because the guy that follows her around, Aaron, I kind of disposed of him, and it made her mad, so she ain't mad no more. Trying to find my steward.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career.
I
I was...
I think my steward put this in here before I had the main hall built. So, there she is.
Long life to you, Thane.
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
I'll take my... Honored to see you again, my Thane. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
Okay.
All right, then.
She's still slowly decorating it. It'll be done eventually. Alright, let's see what I have. We'll get that stuff. She ain't gonna be able to go with me. Do you still have your stuff?
I'm itching for a fight. Here. Wouldn't want you going into a fight on an empty stomach. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow. No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. All set. Let's go.
Alright, so we will go to over here. you.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backfire. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
Go to nighttime, hopefully.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
You should have seen me at the height of my ability. Career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Bloody enough for you, outsider?
I really miss traveling.
Yeah.
Walking the breadth of Skyrim.
Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. Get going then.
Don't mind the yelling. My
The
parents are
Silver
always
Blood
going
Inn
at
has
each other.
plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Alright, give me a second. Alright, I am back.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, But after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. Let me know as soon as you found anything.
Okay.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty
My
of
daughter
strong
Adara
drink
is going to
and
be a
clean
fine
rooms.
silversmith.
This is the Silverblood. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth.
Another foul day at the smelter. I've been working with you for over 10 years.
Of
and all you have to
course.
say is
But I can't just hand that over. Privacy, after all.
sometimes I think we deserve these miserable lives.
Mining accident back when I was in prison for being a pickpocket.
What do we have tonight?
You're lying.
I guess Margaret isn't around to complain. It's yours.
Fell off the top of the cliff after.
Remember, ale is
Spend a
cheaper
little bit
than
more and buy some meat, Hendon.
I don't buy that
Maybe.
story either.
Let me think about it.
That one's my favorite.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. Funny. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business. Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? Warrens ain't... The Warrens isn't... Oh, yes. I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Welcome to the Warrens. Until next time.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
Jill. Sit down and eat your crackers.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. Let's go. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Damn you! I'm gonna crush you in the bud.
Good old fist fight.
I'll rip you in half.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands back.
You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
I really miss traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart.
I'm sorry. We're only interested in help. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. Riches are a gate opener around here. Head right in. I have records I need to tend to.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out!
What? By the guard!
Is someone there? Enough!
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control.
Okay.
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. Madanach, the king in rags. While we were off fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach. until Ulfric came and
You
put
should
them
have
down.
seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless.
My
and
prison,
took too many risks.
the source of half the silver in
that's what it was all
Skyrim,
about.
the most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house!
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
Need something?
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising.
Can you imagine?
Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving.
That's the best you can do.
Well, I got that done fairly quick.
hell, companion. We warned you, but you just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. We have a nice arrangement in this city, and we're not letting you get in the way. You have a problem with that? Take it up with Marinak. I'm sure the King in Rags and his Forsworn would love to meet you. Now you're coming with us. It's a life sentence in Sidna Mine for you. You'll never see the sun again. You hear me? No one escapes Sidna Mine.
I've
No
always
one.
adventured on.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off.
Ooh.
All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
Okay.
What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Marinak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkul the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkul the Beast. Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Mm-hmm.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Never should have come here.
Get him!
That's the best you can do. You puny weakling. That's it? That's all you got? I'll skin you alive. Lucky shit.
Don't let him get away with this!
It's been so long since I tasted my own blood. Sour. Yeah. Go on in.
Well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Your freedom?
Yes, but even if you were to escape Sidna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood. You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nord stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Dhonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up. Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. Long enough. I'm not Monadnack. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead. All right, then.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here, forcefully.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
I got locked up one... What? No! No, don't kill me! Please! Is someone there?
Somebody help!
Death is highly overrated!
Prison's not so bad. Less complaints when I kill people.
You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the Forsworn!
I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. Into the tunnel. Let's go.
Come on.
Oh well,
Take care of
run
that.
off.
Here we go.
I'll show you what a real one can do.
You've already lost.
Can't beat me!
Where are you?
Oh. I'll let them do their thing.
Nobody here now.
Me.
It's time to
Someone
end this
there?
little game. Oh well, must have run off.
Alright, cool.
Never should have come here.
Must have scared him off.
What are you doing, dude?
There.
Here we go.
Nobody here now.
What are you doing? Hey, Dill. What are you doing?
Madanak, I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Cool. What are you doing, dude? What you doing?
Madanak, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar!
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Thunder. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
That's all you've got?
I'll kill you if you stand.
I'll gut you like a horser! Just give up, you can't win!
you do? Just die, or what's going on here? What are you doing, dude?
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house
There
might
he
have been
is.
used for Daedra worship, eagle rites, and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
So Madanak was behind those murders. Gods help us. Can't believe I'm posted here. Even the beds are made of stone. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting close. Come out. We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak.
My father wanted me to
You're
follow him.
strong. Crush
But I set my
him.
aspirations a bit higher.
You
He never
first. Come on.
complained.
Let's go.
I miss him.
We're getting out of here. Now.
Dill. Ditto. Come here.
Yes,
What are you getting
further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Fool!
did you think Moleg Bal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak. Rusted, dry. There was a time when this mace dripped with the blood of the feeble and the worthless. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate it, left it here to decay, until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Well, alright then. This is one of the Daedric pieces that I need.
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting.
I like collecting them all.
The cliff racers made excellent sport.
Oh, the wrong way. Yeah, this way. A little confused there. Welcome to the one viewer. Welcome to my two viewers. Playing a little bit of Skyrim. Kind of starting over because the first game I had on here, I kind of beaten it. So. Do. I'll just sit down and eat your crackers. Sit and eat your crackers. Gotta go this way. I know I've got a horse there, I just don't know it.
I remember Cuthbert trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Green Sever, he thinks the foreman stole his armor.
try to mountain goat it. See if I can mountain goat it from this side.
Never should have come here.
Get around all this. Okay, you sit right there and you watch. Just up there, okay. Can I mountain goat it from this side? Oh, that's a... okay. It's an enemy camp.
I don't want some snotty elf telling me what gods I can and can't worship. Keep walking.
Do. Get up there and sit down. You're not listening. Hey. What a dragon. Nice. That's cool. Sit and eat your crackers. There you go.
First you.
then all of the Reach!
You there? Are you here to kill me? Slay the mighty Lowgrove, while he sits tied and helpless. Rescue? No one knew where I was when I was taken. Who sent you?
Do. Sit down.
The Dark Mistress sent you? Ha! Now tell me the one about the troll who gives gifts to good little boys and girls. Fine, I won't ask questions. Cut me loose. Oh, freedom. Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to.
Go to the abandoned house. What's over here?
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it.
Oleg Paul, you think you can best Boethiah's faithful? I have won this contest before.
Ah, but I have my own champion this time, Logrolf.
What? You?
Mortal, I give you my mace in all its rusted spitefulness. Crush the spirit from Logrolf's bones. Make him bend to me.
I won't bend. Never! I'll never submit. Do your worst, monster. Do your worst, monster. Do your worst, monster.
You mortals and your frail, limp, pathetic bodies. Try it again.
Call that a swing? Ah! Ah! You'll pay for this. Call that a swing? You pay for this. I won't surrender. No more. No more. I submit, Molag Bal. I submit.
You bend to me?
Yes.
You pledge your soul to
Get up, Princeton.
Yes.
You're not listening.
You forsake the weak and pitiful Boethia?
Yes.
You're mine now, Logrolf. Kill him.
No more! No. Not again. No. Not again.
The mace of Molag Bal. I give you its true power, mortal. When your enemies lie broken and bloody before you, know that I will be watching. Now, I have a soul in oblivion that needs claiming. Take care of the house while I'm gone.
I'm itching for a fight.
Try to get her to
No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear.
carry some stuff for me. Okay, to carry that. That.
All set. Let's go. I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight. What do you make of that?
Alright, we got that done. That's pretty cool, though. What was that? The damage on that? 28? Not too bad. I have that hammer. Got a few of the artifacts already. I need to pick me out a spot and keep them there. So travel back to my house. Empty. Alright, that's where I'm gonna put them. Put that one there. I'm gonna keep that on me. But I have
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking.
That's both in here. That in there. That in there. Alright. I am going to put the razor in there. because I can always get it back.
Breath of
4
Skyrim
pieces.
has always filled my heart with excitement.
Do. The shiv's in there. That in there. That, and that.
I'm itching for a fight.
Her, so she travels lighter as well.
No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear.
Take that. What don't you need? You don't need those.
All set. Let's go.
Store that. Store that. And that there. Alright. So I'm gonna go over here to Whiterun. That's a dragon head, I know. Yeah, it's a dragon skull. Over here. Grab these 2 items. Put that there. There we go. Oh, and I got the helmet, so... The sword? Is that a sword? Go back to my house. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 7 going on. Got a bit more to go.
Honor to you.
I could travel up to here. And I'm only gonna have 2 properties, the house that I built and the
If you're
house
heading
in
to the Blue
Whiterun,
Palace, you might want to rethink that
so
outfit.
I can save on some money. Speaking
I'm
of money,
itching for a fight. We've made a bit of gold. Here, love. This is your share.
300, not bad.
All set.
Not
Let's
too
go.
bad. Get up here.
My mother always loved the sea. When I was young, we'd visit Solitude and watch the ships from the bluff. Better times.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream here. Bibbles is waking up, so and she's fixing to get fussy. And pretty good stream. Got a little bit done. Hopefully some people seen how to start some stuff if they weren't too sure on how to start it. I'll be starting some more stuff later. I'm gonna grab this guy right here real quick though.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl.
This is how you start the Wabbajack mission.
Below him. No, he
Another
went into the
Daedric
forbidden
artifact.
wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages
That's a
since they
fun
had last
staff
had
to
tea.
play with.
Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
Alright. So when you get to this city, you talk to this guy right here, and it'll start the mission for the Wabbajack. Who is this?
So exciting when new folk come into town. Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there. Well, I suppose in that case it's okay to let you in. But only briefly. Be careful and come right back.
And I guess you can talk to her.
I need to get back to the palace soon anyway.
And then show you where the room is real quick before Bibbles gets started. She kind of hears me talking, so. Or she went back to sleep, I don't know. Oh, she's still squeaking. It's this room right here. You unlock it. And let me get my wits about me. Go through here. Go up. Through here. Through here. And if you continue down this hallway, it'll like teleport you somewhere. So, but yeah, and then you got like, you talk to this
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport.
Seriously? You talk to this Daedra guy, and he gives you like 3 things to do, and once you do those 3 things, you get the Wabbajack, and he sends you back, and yeah, you end up back here. So that's how you start this. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here so I can chill with my kids and wait for my wife to get home because it was her first day back at work from being on maternity leave. So, yeah, she'll be home. I don't even know what time it is. Probably an hour or a couple hours. So, yeah, if you're just tuning in, be sure to watch it back. If not, that's cool. And what I said earlier about some of my subs, you know, if you're not gonna support the channel and you're just gonna sit there and be a number, I don't really want you to sit there and be a number because, you know, you're a person. You don't need to be considered a number. And, you know, if you're not gonna support the channel, I'm not mad. Just go on about your way. And on that note, do you, be you, don't change for anyone. Always respect those around you, even the ones that disrespect you. Keep it wicked, guys. Love you.